Have you ever wondered why so few Americans live in this huge area in the northern part of the country? Picture this: vast open landscapes, towering mountains, serene lakes. A landmass so extensive it could house multiple large cities, and yet it remains, for the most part, unpopulated. And we're not talking about a remote island or an inaccessible terrain, but about the northern regions of the United States, a land that is as beautiful as it is mysterious. Intriguing, isn't it? You might ask, why would such a large area, with all its natural beauty and resources, be so sparsely populated? Why does this significant region of the country, which could be bustling with life and activity, remain so quiet, so untouched? Well, the answers to these questions are not as straightforward as one might think. They lie intertwined with multiple factors: historical, geographical, and economic. It's like peeling the layers of an onion, each layer revealing a new facet of the story. From the first settlers who ventured into these lands, to the modern-day Americans, the northern regions have always posed unique challenges and opportunities. The history of this vast terrain is as rich and varied as the land itself. It has been shaped by numerous events and circumstances that have influenced the population patterns we see today. And then there's the geographical aspect. The varied landscape, the extreme weather conditions, the distance from major urban centers, all these factors play a critical role in shaping the population trends in this area. Lastly, the economic factors cannot be overlooked. Job opportunities, infrastructure, cost of living, these are all critical considerations for anyone thinking of making a home in this part of the country. So, as you can see, the sparse population in the northern regions of the United States is not just a simple matter of preference or choice. It is a complex issue, rooted in history, geography, and economics. Stay tuned as we delve into the reasons behind this intriguing phenomenon. To understand the present, we must journey back to the past. Let's embark on a journey back in time to when the northern regions of our country were first being explored and settled. These lands, vast and untamed, were a canvas of possibilities for those brave enough to venture into the unknown. Our first stop is the era of initial exploration and settlement. The early settlers, driven by a spirit of adventure and the promise of a new life, faced harsh conditions and insurmountable challenges. But they persevered, laying down the roots of what would later become bustling cities and thriving communities. Next, we turn our attention to the native tribes that called these lands home. The indigenous peoples, with their rich cultures and deep-rooted traditions, have a history intertwined with these regions. Their stories, filled with wisdom and resilience, are an integral part of the narrative of these lands. As we continue our journey, we encounter a pivotal moment in history: the Gold Rush. This significant event drew thousands of fortune seekers to the northern regions. Towns sprung up overnight, fueled by dreams of striking it rich. But when the gold ran out, so did the people, leaving behind ghost towns as a haunting reminder of a frenzied past. But the gold rush wasn't the only historical event to influence the population density of these regions. From the fur trade era to the logging boom, these events played a crucial role in shaping the human footprint in the north. Yet, despite these historical influences, the population in these regions remained sparse. Why? The answer lies in a combination of factors: extreme weather conditions, geographical challenges, and the sheer remoteness of these areas. Just like a piece of art, the demographic canvas of the northern regions is a blend of various historical influences. Each brushstroke a story of exploration, struggle, and resilience. Each color a testament to the diverse cultures and events that have shaped these lands. The imprints of the past, as we see, have a lasting impact on the present. Let's continue our journey to understand more about this intriguing geographical puzzle. Now, let's tackle the geographical challenges that have shaped the population distribution. Our planet is a palette of diverse landscapes, each with its unique charm and challenges. The northern part of the United States is no exception. This vast region, stretching across multiple states, is a geographical wonder that's both fascinating and formidable. First off, let's talk about the climate. The region's weather can be harsh and unpredictable, with long, frigid winters that make even the bravest among us shiver. The snowfall is intense, and the temperatures can plummet to bone-chilling lows. This extreme weather is not just uncomfortable, it also creates practical difficulties for everyday living, from commuting to growing food. Speaking of food, the region's lack of arable land is another significant hurdle. The soil is often rocky and infertile, making it unsuitable for agriculture. This means that residents can't rely on farming for sustenance or income, as people do in more fertile parts of the country. Now, imagine living in a place where the nearest grocery store or hospital is hundreds of miles away. That's the reality for many who reside in this part of the country, where remote locations are the norm. This remoteness can lead to feelings of isolation and can make access to essential services and opportunities challenging. So, you see, the geographical characteristics of the northern United States, from its harsh climates and remote locations to its lack of arable land, have discouraged many from settling down in this part of the country. These factors have shaped the region's population distribution, resulting in fewer people calling this area home. However, it's important to note that these challenges also contribute to the region's unique beauty and charm. The snow-capped mountains, the vast wilderness, the crisp, clean air. These are things that you won't find just anywhere. Indeed, geography plays a crucial role in where we decide to call home. Despite its challenges, this region is home to resilient communities that have adapted to their environment and continue to thrive. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and find beauty in the most unexpected places. But it's not just history and geography. The economy has a big part to play too. You see, the economic fabric of a region is like a magnet. It can either attract people or repel them. The northern part of our country, beautiful as it is, has been more of the latter, economically speaking. Let's start with job opportunities. The north is primarily rural, and its economy has traditionally been based on industries like logging, mining, and fishing. However, these industries have been facing a decline over the past few decades, leading to job losses and lower wages. The lack of diverse job opportunities has made it challenging for people to make a living, and has led to an exodus towards urban areas where jobs are more plentiful and varied. Then, there's the cost of living. Despite the lower wages, the cost of living in the north is surprisingly high. This is primarily due to the costs associated with transportation and heating. Everything from groceries to gasoline has to be transported over long distances, which increases the prices. Similarly, heating costs during the harsh winters can be astronomical. This combination of low wages and high living costs has made it difficult for many residents to make ends meet. Finally, let's talk about infrastructure. The North's vastness and sparse population have made it difficult to develop and maintain infrastructure. Things we take for granted in urban areas like high-speed internet, reliable cell service, and accessible healthcare can be hard to come by in the North. This lack of infrastructure further reduces the appeal of living in the region. In a nutshell, the economic challenges of the North limited job opportunities, high cost of living, and inadequate infrastructure have contributed to its low population density. The allure of better economic prospects in urban areas has drawn people away from the north, leaving behind vast expanses of land with few residents. The economic opportunities, or lack thereof, can significantly shape the demographics of a region. So, we've taken a journey through history, geography, and economics to answer our question. We've wandered down memory lane, delved into the intricacies of the terrain, and navigated the complexities of the economy. Now, let's bring it all together. Let's remember that the historical events we talked about have left traces that are still visible today. The settlement patterns of the early pioneers, the gold rush, and the westward expansion have shaped the population distribution. In the United States, these events drew people towards the coasts and the fertile lands of the Midwest, leaving the northern areas relatively unpopulated. Next, we took a look at the geographical factors. We saw how the harsh climate and rugged terrain of the northern regions have been a deterrent to human settlement. The long, cold winters and the vast, remote wilderness areas make living there a challenge. This is not to say that these areas are devoid of beauty or resources, but they do require a certain resilience and adaptability. Then we touched upon the economic aspects. We saw how the lack of infrastructure and the remoteness of these regions make it difficult for businesses to thrive. The high cost of living and limited job opportunities have further discouraged people from settling in these areas. So we see that the sparse population in the northern regions of the United States is not a result of any single factor. Rather, it's a combination of historical, geographical, and economic factors. It's a testament to the adaptability of human beings and the choices they make based on their circumstances. And there you have it. A seemingly simple question with a complex answer. It's a reminder that behind every map, every statistic, there's a story. A story of human endeavor, resilience, and the pursuit of dreams. Next time you look at a population map, remember the story it tells is more than just numbers. It's a tale of our past, our struggles, our choices, and our dreams.